Protoss player Violet, the Korean Zerg. Both of them vying for their spot in WCS America Premier League. We'll move on to Frost, our second map in the series, and right now Violet is trailing down 0-1, losing to a very well-executed Immortal all-in. Top showed us that he can do it as well as anyone else can.
It's going to be harder to pull something like that off on Frost, as I think Frost in general is not a horrible map for Protoss. I actually think it's okay. It allows you to do a lot of stuff, but it's definitely a 3-base map. It's not really a map where you want to be too crazy on 2 bases. There's a lot of time for a Zerg player to prepare for it. There's a lot of time to maneuver around it, avoid the army and whatnot. So Top is going to have to show us, Ben, that he has more than one trick.
Yep. Well, let's hop in the game and see what that second trick is going to be. As we can see spawning down here in the bottom left-hand corner of Frost, the red Protoss player.
You can go ahead and introduce the players, man.
Thanks, Kev. The red Protoss player from China, representing Zenith of Origin. His name is Top. What do you think about Top, Kev?
Very good.
Top's opponent in the bottom right-hand corner, doing something normal. Extractor trick. Thought he was going for something crazy, but that is in fact not the case. The blue Zerg player now down 0-1, looking to bounce back. His name is Violet. Top's going to scout in the correct direction this time. Sees Violet right off the bat, so he's going to be able to.
Yeah, that's always nice, because if your opponent wants to go hedge first, he still has the potential to drop a forge as well if he wants to. I think he's going to take a go for it, man. He probably took a look at the match history or the build order history, and he's like, ah, hedge first, huh? Let's see if you want to do that again. Well, Violet doesn't want to do that again. Did Violet see that probe? I guess he did, right?
He might have. I'm not sure if he spotted it or not. Either way, not willing to chance the hatch first. Maybe that's why he didn't want to chance the hatch first.
Yeah, because he did it in game 1.
Dropping the in-base spawning pool. Drone is going to come out and seize that probe.
But even against you know, a pool first, it's still nice to scout first, and as long as you block the hatchery for a little bit, you can follow this up with a nexus immediately. And the fact that he dropped that forge is slowing down his nexus a tiny bit, but not all that much. He should cancel the pylon though.
And does not.
Then maybe what he wants to do is get a nexus, then get a gate here, and then he might eventually drop another gate. He's going to lose his probe to that drone, and that's a little sloppy and unnecessary. I mean, if I was Violet right now, I would just take this base somewhere else, because this is going to take a little while.
Well, he's probably going to take 2 bases at once he clears out this pylon. Doesn't know what he's playing against just yet, so maybe wants to get
hard to do when you don't know if you're playing against the gateway.
And you know, once he clears this out and gets those links across the map, he'll be able to start transitioning into a more normal-looking game.
Still think normally he would drop an extractor, no? Like, he still doesn't know if this was a Forge Fast expander or if this was a gateway opening. I mean, last game his build was a little crazy as well, where he had 2 drones on gas for a long time. And this Overlord might actually be able to put it together immediately that this was indeed a Forge Fast expand, but Violet has to make his mind up real soon. Seems like
he's going up to 3 bases.
I think, yeah, okay, he already did. I think that's crazy. So what if he would have played up against like a straight up gate expand?
I just think he would have seen a Zealot by that point though.
Maybe, but he can't be for
sure. You're right. Either way, it looks like it's going to be pretty normal stuff here as we see the expansion of Top finishing up. Violet taking 2 bases at the same time right now, and he's just going to park these lings outside.
He dropped the Cybercore there at first, and then he's like, nah, I don't want a full wall off stuck if I eventually want to like get a probe out or whatnot. So he cancelled the Cybercore and rebuilt it on the high ground. Funky positioning for a Cybercore. Could be very...
It's a scenic Cybercore. If you have to work in the Cybercore, you got a good view over the hill here.
It's a beautiful place to work at.
Yeah, man.
Lots of benefits as well.
Yeah.
Healthcare included.
Yep, you get free warp gate.
Good day to be a pro.
Violet continues scouting around with Overlords, but hasn't seen.
I can imagine you need like you need to study for a long time before you can work in the Cybernetic Corps, no? Yep. Like that's some advanced rocket science over there.
Yeah, almost certainly. I mean,
you won't get in with just elementary school.
You're going to spend your career doing things like upgrading Protoss air weapons. You have to at least be some kind of like engineer.
Exactly. Yeah, so you deserve a nice view as well. I mean,
dude.
All that college intuition. All those minerals. Stalker and Zealot are out for Top. He's gonna make his way across the map. Chrono Boost being used on that gateway again, as he doesn't even know what he's playing against, but He's gonna put on some Zealot stalker pressure. Perhaps he thinks that Violet is gonna play the same way as he did in the previous game. But now actually there's not been any gas yet. Just now Violet starts mining gas. It's 6 minutes and 40 seconds. That's late.
Yeah, a little bit late. A little bit late. Even if you're gonna do it Wings of Liberty style, you want to take those gases around 6:15. As we see Violet making just a handful of Zerglings, well, 14.
Yeah, slow links can be good enough against one gateway though. There's a stalker at home as well, which is picking away at this overlord. Maybe that's why he wanted that second stalker out so quickly. Did that overlord see what he needed to see, Ben? I don't think he did. He did not see that robotics facility go down.
He does not know. And for now, he's gonna just have to play the guessing game, because Violet doesn't even have another overlord in position to do any kind of scouting, which is a little bit frustrating. So Top does lose a single zealot to the Zerglings of Violet.
Violet not all that worried. He's squeezing out 8 more additional drones, gonna bring him up to 49. But he didn't see anything. And most of the time when you see nothing in the main base, then cute micro there by these stalkers laugh in the face of danger, man. They run right through it. As I walk through the valley of the links of death, I take a look at my life.
Took a leap at your crease spread, and I'm not even scared. Because I know Zergling speed ain't coming real fast because you didn't get gas.
Ooh, snap. +1 being researched in the forge right now, so that's different than what we saw in Polar Night. But other than that, Ben, I think Top is, like I said, on Frost is not really a 2-base map. Well, he didn't get cross. If there is a way to go for a 2-base push, it's probably on these spawning locations.
Man, it's going to be the exact same thing, and this time Violet scouts it in plenty of time. Layers finishing up. So.
Yes, Spore Crawlers on the way. And so 2 spores just finished, Ben, which are going to be absolutely useless. I think he was worried about DTs, or maybe an Oracle, I don't know.
Well, either way, probably going to see Violet dropping the Hydra Den soon. He's got roaches out already.
This could still get very tricky, man. This time it's +1. 2 Immortals, it's leaving pretty quick. This is 9 minutes and 15 seconds, you know, that's pretty much when you want to leave. It's going to come down to the force field. How many sentries do we have? Just 4 right now, but here's a little bit of gas in the bank. He's getting his 5th sentry right now.
Violet's going to try to defend this with only Zergling Roach, which is maybe not the best army composition for what he's going to find himself up against.
Well, Time Warp could land on all these roaches, but Top needs a big warp in. Top can't fight right now. Top needs a few more units.
And Violet doesn't want to run up the ramp, as he knows just how dangerous it would be if he got these roaches force fielded in half. It's all Ling Roach production for Violet right now. He's on 56 drones. That is the magic number. And will we see a counterattack, or is Violet going to try to stay at home?
No, I don't think he's going to counter. That would be kind of risky. Mothership Core takes a little bit of damage from this creep, from this queen. There's reasonable creep spread all around. Top's not sure how he wants to engage it. It's all going to come down to the force fields, man. We've seen scenarios like this multiple times in the natural. We do have those 2 spine crawlers that could help out a little bit.
Over here and warp in some zealots in the main base, and that would be so good.
Yeah, I thought for a moment, you know what? Just abandon this Immortal all in and warp in for pick off 4 sentries and drop them in the main. And then just back up and then just kill the main, and then later on follow it up with another Immortal all in. But he didn't want to do that. He could still win it like this. Couple of roaches, miss relic, force fields. No.
Top's got to be very careful. He's got Zerg army closing in on both sides as we see him continue to warp in and just build on this.
Army supply shows us 76 against 71. I feel that's closer than it should be, man.
This is a good angle to engage from here for Top, who is going to close the gap, isolating a lot of these roaches. Can easily force field from behind.
Those Immortals are in good positions, man. They're putting out a lot of damage. These first roaches will fall. New roaches coming in. A few roaches coming in from the back as well.
Fields. He needs to force field somewhere. Oh, I don't know if those are good enough. He finds himself very nearly surrounded. One Immortal might go down. Big warp in of Zealots. He's going to try to equalize things. Violet's been forced to pull drones, and these Immortals are being microed, excellently being picked up into that warp prism, staying alive for as long as they can.
Wow, this is looking pretty good for Top, I think. He needs to back up a little bit. How many drones have fallen? Like 15 drones have gone down. 1 Immortal might finally go down. Okay, that's a big pickup for Violet. A lot of these roaches are so low on
energy for force field. This kid. Oh, wow, those are good force fields.
The Immortal,
but a few too many units are able to get through. That Immortal has to stay alive. And it does end up going down, and without the Immortal, this is a much more difficult attack to make work. The Roach number is thinning out rapidly, though. Violet down to just 38 drones.
Yeah, he's losing that queen as well. Mothership Core was able to pick up that queen. Man, did that drone get the last hit on the Immortal? I guess not, but it looked hella close. That was a punching
This
drone,
is a
man.
perfect time for him to send 4 Zealots up into the main base.
Oh, here come that sentry. He's gonna zone Violet out of his main.
Oh, Violet wants to counterattack. This is an interesting choice. Is it the right one? It might be the only choice, in fact, that remains for Violet. Lings are going to come crashing into this wall. There is a cannon there waiting.
I got so many gateways and an Immortal on the way. I don't think this is...
Oh, sentries are going to go ahead and force field that ramp. And
there is a Spore. He could reposition the Spore, but man, I don't know how this is going to go. But I think that if Top has good crisis management, which so far doesn't seem to be the case, as he had his Warp Gates on cooldown, then I guess he couldn't do much about it. He's going to lose a cannon. Now suddenly he has a lot of Zerg units and dancing in his natural.
Top needs to keep hitting these force fields, and so far he's done
the
a good
Immortal.
job of it. Immortal back in the main base is going to go right down. Good job here by Violet, doing enough damage. He's killed a lot of probes. The worker count's virtually even, 34 to 34. Roach is now up into the main base. Force fields have not been refreshed on this attack over in the main base of Violet, and this Warp Prism is running a dangerous risk of running into some Spore Crawlers. There's a new force field going down. More sentries being warped in as well.
New force was going down and repositioning the Warp Prism as well. I think he's going to clean everything up in his main. Oh, Warp Prism is still in range of the Queen.
It is going to go down. No more reinforcements mean that that's the end of this attack.
Well, but these 5 sentries might be not. 7 roaches are on the way. How many will spawn in the main? Just 3. Okay, there are 2 spines there. But
he should just kill as many drones as he can.
Yeah.
Oh, the spines are uprooting. This is the wrong time for that. And Roach is spawning too. It means this is going to get cleaned up.
Oh, that was a big mistake by Top. He repositioned that Warp Prism, but it was still in range. I still think that he could potentially win this game, but this could have been a lot worse for Violet. Above all, he could have saved those 4 sentries with the Prism if it was really time to get out of there.
Violet took a ton of damage, but the reality is he didn't lose any bases.
Yeah, but still, like, there's no way Top is going to give him a lot of time, so... Like, Violet's going to have to choose right now, units or drones, because here comes Top again.
Top's got no choice but to give him time. He's got nowhere to reinforce. He's got to get a new Warp Prism.
Yeah, the Warp Prism will be on his way.
So here we go. Violet's going to not see this for a little while as Top begins marching across the map.
That creep spread is scary. That's really slowing him down a little bit.
He's got very good creep spread. Out into the center of the map. Now the Protoss army has been spotted for the first time, so...
We have 8 roaches on the map, 6 more on the way. Violet cannot afford to lose roaches before the fight starts. That's a random force field. There's very few force fields. Spine crawlers are going to buy time as well. I think Violet is in okay shape. He squeezed
Top
out...
can still go around those spines, Kev.
Yeah, but he now 14 roaches on the production tab. The moment that's on the production tab...
You're right. As Top is going to go ahead and push right forward. He's going to try to break through the spine crawlers.
Mothership core will go down this time.
Yep, it does indeed. There's only a single Immortal and Zealots and no reinforcing pylon, no Warp Prism, no way to make new units. This has been defended. Violet has done it.
Well, oh, there is a pylon. It's near his own watchtower. But yeah, 23 roaches, 5 more roaches on the way, but 61 against 71 army supply. If there were 2 Immortals in his army, then I really like Top's position actually. But with just a single Immortal, this could get very dicey very soon. As Violet is going to go for that Immortal, is he going to get it? So far, the force fields are good enough.
He
needs one more
going to stay alive amazingly, but with Zergling reinforcements popping out.
Yeah, the rest of the army just had no DPS.
Good game gets called, and Violet does take down game number 2. Evens up the series at 1 each.
That was a funny game. That was a crazy game from time to time, and really like asked a lot from both players. Their crisis management, if he repositions that Warp Prism a little further, I really wonder where he's going to take that. But I think if he wipes in a few Stalkers, then he cleans out the main, and then we're looking at a completely different game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
A couple of costly mistakes there from Top.
It was close.
And Violet showing us that he can defend that Immortal all in, but it's hard. That is such a good build, man. So I hate it. I hate it so much.
That was the Ray Allen of Queens. He was thrown
from way downtown.
Way downtown. That was a good shot. That was Heat Spurs game 6, huh?
We're going to take a quick break, guys. We'll be back with game number 3 between Violet and Top. Don't go anywhere. You're watching WCS America.